Great work. You keeping up? This is our final exercise in home workout number 2. And it's going to work our core. So we've got some different variations. So I say last exercise, but I'm going to give you 3 different exercises that you can choose from depending on what's appropriate for you. The first is your crunch. So we're down on the ground. Sitting down, again I'm using a mat to make it a little bit more comfortable. And coming down with our back flat on our mat. Different variations of intensity. If we want to make it easier, we place our hands on our thighs and we'll be sliding up our thighs. If we want to make it more difficult, we put our hands on across our chest. More difficult is hands next to the head, and even more difficult is hands overhead. What's really important with the crunch is that we're not leading with the head. So it's not crunching of your head, you're not working your neck muscles. Obviously they need to support the weight of your head, but the idea is that it's a curling movement throughout the core. So learning technique, it's probably easiest to start with our hands on our thighs, because this way we're curling upwards, reaching to our knees and coming back down. So it's not a full sit up, we're not going all the way up to our knees, we're just doing that crunching movement. And we think of it as lifting our spine like when you're lifting a string of pearls up. Each pearl will lift separately and follow through on each other. So your spine's like that as well. You're not flapping your whole spine at once, you're curling upwards through the movement and then back down. Really think about you've got a nice beautiful soft peach sitting under your chin, so when you're coming upwards you don't want to squash that peach. We want to keep our head looking straight ahead, and that will really keep our head in that good position is by staring up, looking up at the roof during the exercise. As we go up, that's our difficult movement, so we're breathing out. And then when we're ready to come down, we breathe in. Okay, so that's our crunch. Our next variation is called the V-sit. So with this exercise, we want to have a nice posture of the upper body. We can have our hands down by our sides, whatever's comfortable, and we're going into that V position. So lifting our feet up off the ground and holding that contraction through the core. So again, we want to activate that transverse, so the feeling when we need to go to the toilet, we're holding that movement again. Squeezing, we'll hold our pelvic floor as well as our core muscles as well. This one wouldn't be recommended for someone with pelvic floor issues or high blood pressure because it's a static hold exercise. We want to keep our feet off the ground, shoulders back, and keep that nice posture, so looking straight ahead with the exercise. Okay, so we've done the V-sit. Onto our final variation, and we're looking at the reverse curl. So, down onto the ground, nice flat back. So with this exercise, we don't want to be doming our abdominals, and that's probably the biggest mistake people will make during this exercise. They'll lose the contraction of their abdominals, and you'll just start to see this doming of their abdominals, and their back will start to arch off the ground. You can start easiest with hands down by side, and again, as you lift the lever length up, it makes the exercise more difficult. But I'm going to start with the easiest version. We're lifting our feet upwards towards the sky and then lowering them back down towards the ground. There is some slight variations. If you want to make it easier, start with just one leg. And if you want to make it even easier than that, you can just bring your legs towards you rather than doing the full vertical lift, because our legs are bending, our lever is shorter, and so it's not as difficult. But the most difficult, and the option we're trying to achieve, is that straight leg movement. And again, we're keeping that contraction through the abdominals and not arching our spine during the movement.